Hey everybody, this is Mark the Game Shark here with another game pickups video. Now, I don't know, this is going to be a long one. Oof. So, grab your tea, grab your beer, whatever you want. Relax in your easy chair. I'm going to try to get this through as quick as possible, but there's no guarantees. So, I feel like it's been a while since I've done a pickup video. So, without further ado, let's get started. First, let's go over the two things I got from last year that I haven't shown. We got this Afterglow Xbox One, Xbox Series S controller. Ended up picking this up because my buddy Jay, who we do a video game night every Tuesday at my house, he brought over his Xbox Series S and we were playing through the Gears of War 4 game. So instead of him bringing over two controllers, I was like, you know what, I'll just pick up one. So I bought a wired one, and I have the hookups and everything, so all he had to bring over was the system, the game, and a controller. I had everything else for it. So I figured I'd pick this up, and I can use it on the computer as well. So, and whenever I eventually down the line get an Xbox Series X, I have an extra controller now, so that's exciting. End up getting this for myself for Christmas. We got Legend of Zelda, Game & Watch, you know, nothing too fancy. And that's last year, yay! So let's get into this year. So I've been on the lookout for a Bluetooth speaker, and I wanted to get a MP3 player because I currently have an iPod and the battery is shot. So I basically just have to leave it in the car, and I listen to my music that way because I have it always connected to the cigarette lighter adapter. So I wanted something that I could use, like if I'm working, if I'm like in the lab, I would like to listen to music, and I really can't use like Bluetooth speakers or Bluetooth headsets rather when I'm using my phone because there's so much Wi-Fi in the lab that I go in, so that doesn't work. So I need something with like a 3.5 millimeter jack. So I was like, I need a old school like kind of iPod, like, you know, MP3 player type thing. And all the ones I saw were like junk. And the maximum storage was like 128 gigabytes. I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do with that? Like, my iPod is 160 and it's basically almost full. So I need something like that I can have a lot of room for. So I ended up looking around Amazon. I finally picked this up. It's called the Q5. If I remember, I'll put links in the description if you guys want to check this out. And here it is. The Q5. It works awesome. Well, at first it was bad because I ended up picking out a 512 gigabyte micro, because you can put a micro SD card in there. I got a 512 gigabyte one. It's like a no-name brand I ended up buying, which was a first mistake, and it was like slow. It wasn't reading any of my music. It was just like bad. I was like, is it the MP3 player or is it the SD card? And a lot of people online, I was like, well, what SD card should I use? People were like, oh, you can only use a 128 gigabyte SD card on it. I'm like, well, that makes no sense because it read the 512 gigabyte SD card. It's just that it didn't perform like it's supposed to. And they're like, oh, some people are like, I have a 32 gig and it's more than enough space. I'm like, dude, do you even listen to music? Like, what? What the fuck? That doesn't fit like a quarter of my music I listen to. Like, eat a dick. So, I ended up biting the bullet and bought SanDisk Extreme 256 gigabyte card, and it works phenomenally. Like, actually, how it should. So, if you're in the market for a decent MP3 player, I would highly recommend the Q5. And just make sure you get a SanDisk micro SD card for it. And I put this in and all my music's on there. It works perfectly. So Just make sure you don't do the same mistake I have. So I wanted to get that, and I was also in the market for a Bluetooth speaker. Now my girlfriend has a Bluetooth speaker. I use hers all the time, but I don't want to always use it. I'd rather have one that I own for myself. So I saw the commercial. I saw I think it was a Slipknot documentary, and the guy was sponsored by this company. And so this is one I got. It's Kove Audio, the Commuter 2. And this thing is fantastic. Oh my gosh. So there's, of course, when I buy stuff, there's always drama that goes along with it. So they had like 65% off of these. This is like a $280 Bluetooth speaker. And so they had 65% off, so it ended up being like $80. So I was like, maybe I'll buy it. And then PayPal messaged me, oh, if you buy a Kove Audio Bluetooth speaker, we'll give you $5 off of your purchase. I was like, all right, sold, I'll buy one. So when I would go to the website, the color that would always show up when I would click on this thing to buy it was always white. So I was like, okay. So I was like, all right. Well, so of course I decided to buy it when I'm going out to lunch with my coworker. So where he's like rushing me, he's like, come on, let's carry up. I'm like, all right, I'm trying to buy this Bluetooth speaker. So I put in my card, I add the coupon code, get the $5 off using PayPal, blah, blah, blah. Done. So I look at it, and it's like a pink model. It's like pink, it's like sandstone pink or whatever the hell color. I'm like, what? I did a double check. I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like, why is it not white? I was like, I don't want this pink speaker. So I contacted them. I tried to contact them real quick. I was like, hey, I just purchased this thing. Like, can you switch the color to the white one? Because I don't even know how that even showed up. So no response. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? So when they finally responded, they're like, oh, well, it already shipped, so we can't change the color. I'm like, damn it. So I finally reached out to them through Facebook, which is, if you need to contact them, go through Facebook. It's the most convenient way. Don't do the email thing. It'll take forever for them to get back to you. So they reached out to me. They're like, hey, if you want, well, the only option you have is once you receive it, we can give you a return label. And I was like, wait, do I have to pay for it to be returned? Like, no, it's free. So like, all right, whatever. So once we return it, and we see that it's in the process, we'll send you out the white one that you want. Like, okay, no big deal. So went along smoothly, end up getting it. Like the week later that I shipped it out. So they've been excellent customer service through their Facebook page. And this speaker is fucking amazing. So here it is. And it's cool. It like twist off. And you can put them on either side of the room. And this thing just like is amazing. And you can hook them back up. And you can have like one or two. And they have like little mini like subs on either end. And the sound is amazing out of this thing. I'm not going to put anything on because of copyright strikes and all that bullshit. I already have enough copyright claims on my channel. But yeah, highly recommend this. Definitely worth it. I don't think it's worth the MSRP that they're asking for this, but I think I paid like $92 shipped for this thing, and it's definitely worth it. So if you can get it, even for the 65% off, if they still have that deal, would highly recommend. And you're in the market for a Bluetooth speaker, highly recommend it. The only thing I would say is a negative about it is there's no 3.5 millimeter jack, which they're probably like, oh, well, they probably didn't do it because it splits off. Yeah, but they could have had like a Y cable and jacks on either end, because that's how they have it for charging. They have like a customized splitter cable for it to charge both ends of the speaker, which they could have done for the fucking 3.5 millimeter jack. Oh well, whatever, what can you do? But sounds fantastic, and I'm glad it works with my Q5, because on the Q5, people were complaining that it wasn't syncing up to their car, which I'm pretty sure they're just dumbasses that they're like, oh, well, it doesn't sync up to my car. Well, yeah, it probably has just Bluetooth just for making phone calls. Like, that's how my car is. It has Bluetooth, but it's only for making phone calls. You can't use it for the fucking audio. People are idiots. So I'm pretty sure that's why they're probably complaining about, because it synced up to this fine. I was just worried. I was like, is this gonna, the Bluetooth gonna connect to it? And it works perfectly. So, highly recommend that. Oh my god, it's 10 minutes in and I didn't even, barely did anything. Oh shit, I gotta hurry up. Alright, so we got some movies here. I ended up picking a couple movies up. We got, which I didn't even know about. I love the Rings franchise. I have the 1 and 2 on DVD. And apparently there's a third installment called Rings. I think this came out a couple years ago. So, yeah, this is awesome. Super fun movie. Definitely has, sorry about the glare. I like how they added all, like, more information about, like, the whole lore of the whole series. And I would highly recommend this if you're into the Ring movies. And then we got The Devil Inside. This was a fantastic movie. I enjoyed this one. So, pretty cool movie. Then we got this one. This I didn't even know about. This is like, I would say, a hidden gem. It's such a good movie. It's called Case 39. And this is a super, like, it says it's a suspenseful movie, but I would consider it like more like a horror-based movie. And like, there's so many like twists in the movie too. I was like, oh man, I wasn't expecting that to happen. So, highly recommend that. And this one I haven't seen yet because I'm waiting for my girlfriend and I to watch it. And that's Insert Coin. It's a documentary about Midway. Being an arcade company. So this looks pretty interesting. So I look forward to watching that. And yeah, what else we got here? We got some handheld games. We got, for Game Boy, we got Kirby's Dream Land 2. Because my friend Jay and we beat Kirby's Dream Land, but we still haven't beaten the second one. I thought I had this on a ROM, but apparently not. So I ended up buying the physical game. Third one I'm not buying at all. I think I have. Hopefully I have the third one as a ROM. We can finish the series on like the Retron 5 or the PlayStation 1. And we got some Game Gear games. I know it's been a while since I showed off any Game Gear games. I actually have, and I actually printed out a list of all the games I need, so I'm going to start checking them off now. And it's easy for me to figure out like what game I don't have and need. So I've always wanted Alien 3 because my friend had this, and I used to borrow this game off him all the time. And for whatever reason, I know it's not in the collection yet. So I ended up getting this bundle, and it just so happens the other two games I didn't have either. So it's excellent for me. So we got Alien 3. Super excited to have that on the Game Gear. Where did I put that other game? Oh, here. Oh, shit. Put that down there. We got George Foreman KO Boxing. And then we got Wrestlemania Steel Cage Challenge. Which I think they make two more wrestling games, and I'll have all the wrestling games. Then we got, ended up picking up Kid Nicky Radical Ninja. Thanks to my buddy Russ, he did a review of the arcade version of this game. And he was like, he's like, oh, the Nintendo version's really good. I was like, man, this game looks really fun. So I picked up Kid Nicky Radical Ninja. And then, I think it was, might have been John Riggs that did that. Yeah, he's been doing that series of like all of the games that came out on launch day. So I watched his N64 one, and I was surprised to find out there was only 2 games that launched the first year that I didn't even have. One being Pilotwing. So I got Pilotwing 64. Look forward to playing this. I might actually, this might be the next game I might check out. And the other game was like, I think it was one hockey game. I can't remember the name of it. But, oh, yeah, Wayne Gretzky's 3D Hockey. I'm missing that. So that's the only game I'm missing. And I have, like, the whole first year of N64 games. Then, what's next? So we got some packages. Let's go over the packages next. This one's got a package from Roaming Dan. We did a trade. And, what else? It's nothing interesting. It's literally just a bunch of these. A bunch of clamshell Game Gear cases. There's like 30 of them in here. So there's that. Next we got one from CMRetro. And this one I haven't opened yet. So I was waiting to do this video so I could open this. He was, as most of you guys know, I'm sure he's moving. He didn't tell me where though, but he's moving, so he needed to, I guess he wanted to get rid of a lot of his doubles, so I was watching his games he beaten, and I honestly forget what game it was. Oh yeah, it was Tekken Tag 2 for the PS3, I think it is. Well, we'll find out. And he's like, yeah, I have an extra copy if you want it, because I love Tekken Tag for the PS2, but I never knew they made a Tekken Tag 2. So he's like, yeah. He's like, and then he's like, yeah, you can have it. And I'm like, okay. And then he asked me about a bunch of other games. I was like, yeah, I'll take them. And he ended up, I asked him, I was like, well, let me know how much you want for it, or, you know, for shipping or whatever you want for them. He's like, oh, I'll just take them. He's like, you don't have me. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. He's like, you're doing me a favor just by getting them out of my house. I'm like, okay, thanks. I appreciate it. So, huge thanks, Chris, for hooking it up. I don't even know what's in here. I think he added some extra stuff, too. Oh, my goodness. So, it's like a mystery. Oh wow! Oh my goodness! So yeah, so we got Brink on the Xbox 360. I heard this was a really good game. This was actually a game of the month at 1 month, but I never owned it. So look forward to checking that out. We got, oh, here it is, Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Awesome! Super excited to check that one out. I love Tekken Tag. I can't believe I had no idea there was a second one. It's crazy. Then we got Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit. So, I don't think I've ever played the Need for Speed game, so I'm excited to check that out. We got Binary Domain, another 360 game. I think that one got mixed reviews, so I'll have to see how that one is. Then we got Sleeping Dogs. Ah, yes, and then we got Karate Kid. Awesome. That is it. So, thanks again, Chris, for the lovely package. Definitely look forward to checking those games out. Now, the last thing we have is a double dose of dust sleeves from VGDS. The video game dust sleeves. Chris, thank you so much for these sleeves. We got some freebie stuff he sent me, and then the ones I purchased off them. We got that Halloween dust sleeve. And we got the 50th podcast dust sleeve. So super excited for those. And then I had those Electronic Arts and Accolade games like over here for the Genesis stack of, and the games were just thrown in there because I don't have the boxes. They were just loose carts. So I was like, these look like shit on the shelf like this. So I was like, well, I should get some dust sleeves for them. So we got them in dust sleeves. So we got Road Rash. Looks so much better than, just this. Just laying on the shelf over there. So finally have a nice dust sleeve for that one. And we got Fatal Rewind. These are all obviously games I own. I just have the dust covers for them. Well, we're on the World's Carmen San Diego. Blades of Vengeance. I didn't realize how many games I had loose over there. Jeez, look like shit too. Now I plan to move what I plan to do is take my 7800 games, put them on the shelf above it, and then that empty shelf I'm going to display all of these games so they look nice and neat and organized. We got Urban Strike. What else? We got Desert Strike. Jungle Strike, I believe, is the one I have complete in box. And we got Super Baseball 2020. And we got Combat Cars. And then for the miscellaneous, we have Sonic and Knuckles, which I definitely needed because mine, the flap for this, it broke off. I don't know what happened to it. My friend, when he sold me his games, that's how it came. We got the Game Genie for the Genesis. And lastly, for this order, we got Truckston. I ended up just keeping it in the protective case. But there's Truckston. And what else? We got some... Oh my gosh. Everything's... We got some stickers he sent. Pin. BGDS pin. And that's it with the first order. On to the order I picked up today. Actually, I just got home from meeting up with Chris. And I was like, you know what? Let me get this game pickup video out of the way so I can put all this stuff back. Whew, so much stuff. So, did a second order with Chris. So this is an interesting story. So you guys remember that I got Let's Go Eevee. My coworker gave me this game, and I ended up finding the dust cover, but not the dust cover, but the little cover art. Sorry. And this is how it ended up. My coworker printed it out for me, and this is how it came. So Chris was like, "Yeah, I could do." He told me, let me know. He's like, "Yeah, I could do Switch dust covers as well." I was like, awesome, because this thing looks like a. I mean, it does its job, but it kind of looks kind of crappy. So I was like, "Can you do a Let's Go Eevee dust cover for me?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." So later on, he messaged me. He's like, "I can do it, but it probably won't look that good." I was like, "Well, that sucks. Like, the whole reason I want the dust covers, so it looks better than this trash." So I was like, "Well, let me send you the file that I have, which is this one." And he messaged me back. He's like, "Oh my god, thanks so much for the file." He's like, "It's so much better than the one I used to have." I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, "It actually looks like," I mean, it's probably because of how it's scaled. It looked like crap. But yeah, so this one ended up being this. So how goofy is that? Look at that. So thanks again, Chris. Super excited for that. So we got that. What else do we got? Oh yeah, he gave me a free dust cover for Mario Kart 64, which ironically I forgot to tell him that I actually got Mario 64 for free. My old buddy from high school, he came by to visit. He had like a get-together party because he lives in Peru now with his wife. So he came by. This was like ages ago. He had like a little get-together party, so he invited me. He's like, "Hey Mark, do you want this Mario 64 game?" And it's like random. I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll take it." So now I got free dust sleeve for it too. So awesome! It's like double free. So thanks for that, Chris. And then I wanted to check out the 3D popped dust sleeve. So I wanted to do something with the Atari. So I have the entire Swordquest series, all 3 games. So that would be pretty awesome to have all 3 Swordquest games with the 3D dust sleeve. That's exactly what we got here. We got Swordquest Earthworld 3D sleeve. I don't know if you can see that. 3D pop sleeve. Super awesome. We got, which one's this? Fireworld. Yeah, Swordquest Fireworld. That looks so awesome. And then we got the expensive one, Swordquest Waterworld. Look how awesome that is. Oh my gosh. This is my first order of 3D pop dust sleeves. Oh my god, this is like a whole nother level of dust sleeves. Oh my gosh. It's super awesome. Thanks again, Chris. Oh my god, these are freaking fantastic. So definitely gonna look awesome on the shelf. And then we got some awesome YouTubers that I bought their dust sleeves off of. We got Linda, aka the Gamer Girl, 8-Bit Glitch 79, and JLove 81. So show them all individual. There's JLove's. We got 8-Bit Glitches. He's glitching out. And we got all the variations of Linda's sleeves. I didn't even know she had so many variations. Got that one. And we got that one. So these are all limited edition. With Linda's are limited edition up to 100 apparently. So super stoked to have them. And that is that. Whew. Oh my gosh. I need a coffee. Or a beer. So, oh wait. And lastly, I know this is goofy, but I'm going to show it anyway. So, I got back into burning PlayStation games, because let me tell you, everything's super expensive now. And we got 2 new PlayStation games. We got Einhander. So, super excited to play that. And this is, my daughter and I are currently playing this as we speak. And that's Toomba on the PlayStation. So, super excited to have those games in the collection. Now, I do have them on the PlayStation Classic as well, but it's just so much better. Of course, it's not in view, but playing it on the CRT on the original hardware. So much better. And if anyone tells you otherwise, is a liar. So, and there's the rest of my burnt games. I actually organized them because, you know, collecting PlayStation games, I end up half the games I had burned, I end up buying the actual official game. So I organized it to where, like, the official games that I had copied, I put them in the bottom of the stack, and games that I didn't have, other than being a burnt copy, I put on the top of the stack. So yeah, I was surprised it even worked. I was like, I just downloaded the ROM off, like, the Cool ROM's website or whatever, and it worked. So it's awesome. So yeah, so that is it, guys. Holy hell. Now I gotta put this stuff back and reorganize the room. Fun, fun, fun. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks again, Chris, and thanks again, Chris. And thanks again, Dan, for the trades and whatever, and the games and all that, and the dust sleeves and all that other jazz. So, till next time, guys, it's Mark the Game Shark signing out. Have a good day.